In a faraway land, refugee children. Activities in Faro, Portugal. Our school. Our activities. Logos and slogans competition. Winners. Portugal with the best logo and Italy with the best slogan. Far away, close anyway. European Day Against Trafficking of Human Beings. Workshop the 18th of October, 2016. Today, in Europe, is marked as the European Day Against Human Being Trafficking. In the school grouping
Pinheiro e Rosa,
we promoted the workshop affirming to prevent in a partnership with the Democratic Women Movement as a way of alerting to this scourge of society. A seminar, Human Rights, the 20th of March, 2017. A Syrian boy, student in Algarve University, under a program created by a former president of the Republic for Syrian refugee students, went to our school and told his sad story in the first person. And how happy he feels for being received so well. In the seminar some students talked about human rights. Child labor. An impressing teamwork. The 3rd of April, 2017. Child labor. In a faraway land, refugee children. Stop children labor. Imagine if as a child you had to mine for long hours in dangerous conditions. Imagine what your life would be like now with no education and permanent injuries. This is the life that thousands of children have to face all over the world. Child exploitation. It is the work done by children under an economic production system. People under the age of 18 who perform a work activity, they are considered victims of child exploitation if they are subjected to heavy work or if they are forced to perform illegal activities. This phenomenon can have serious consequences for the development of minors, since it affects their rights. Causes of exploitation. Poverty. War. Orphanage. Social exclusion. Funding for organized crime networks. Famous refugees in our country. Refugees are human beings. Calouste Gulbenkian. Calouste Sarkis Gulbenkian was born in Skutri, Istanbul on the 29th of March, 1869. During World War II, Calouste Gulbenkian initially stayed in France but decided in April 1942 to seek refuge in a neutral country. Gulbenkian settled on Portugal because of its geographical situation. If necessary he could escape by sea to the United States. In Lisbon he felt welcome. He wrote later that he had never felt anywhere else such hospitality as in Lisbon, a quiet city in a Europe devastated by war. Gulbenkian died in 1955, in Lisbon, where he spent his last years and established in his will an international foundation that would bear his name and act so as to benefit the whole of humanity. Ilse Lousa. Ilse Lousa was a Portuguese writer and translator, author of children's literature, who was born in a village near Hanover, Germany, on the 20th of March, 1913, and died on the 6th of January, 2006 in Porto. In the middle of World War II, she took refuge in Portugal and settled down in Porto, acquiring the Portuguese nationality. Ilse Lousa dedicated her life to children's literature and translation of infant-juvenile books, having been awarded in 1984 with the Gulbenkian Grand Prix for her whole work dedicated to children. Games for refugee children. Human body. Do you know your body? Food. Animals. Also younger students want to participate. A student of our basic school, Dr. Hossein Eves Jr., did this work about famous refugees. She chose to talk about Jackie Chan, Dalai Lama, Bob Marley, Fred Mercury, Isabel Allende, Albert Einstein, among others. Albert Einstein. In April 1933, Einstein discovered that the new German government had passed laws barring Jews from holding any official positions, including teaching at universities. One German magazine included him in a list of enemies of the German regime with the phrase, "not yet hanged," offering a $5,000 bounty on his head. After moving to the US, he described the book burnings as a spontaneous emotional outburst by those who shun popular enlightenment and more than anything else in the world, fear the influence of men of intellectual independence. Food collecting at school. Solidarity basket. When you work in love and when you live under the motto "you reap what you sow," here it is a proof of the result of this way of being and acting. The 12th B class at secondary school.
Pinheiro e Rosa.
Collected food as an activity of our project and presented a wonderful creation, a rich basket of food, in which they included bread of the day, vegetables and fruits. Since the most recent food pyramid follows a certain criteria of construction, the students with their splendid creativity created this
Cabaz.
worthy of being observed in detail because it is undoubtedly very original and, above all, very rich in essential food. This basket was delivered to an Oncological Association. Fleek 2017, Second Fleek. Literary Festival of Cuenca. 12 to 14 May 2017. Project dissemination in a literary meeting, the 14th of May 2017. An initiative of Manuel Vigas Guerrero Foundation, supported by Lowell Municipality. Its aims are to promote the reading and writing. More than 30 national and international writers were present. Movies, conferences, round tables, book fair, exhibitions, music and theater were promoted by this festival. And our students were there presenting their book of short stories written after the mobility to Greece. Day of Rights in Motion. Book launch post-release Faces of War in the Algarve Forum on the 13th of October 2017 at 9 p.m. and the book cover. Launching of the book Faces of War. Rostas de Guerra, FNAC the 13th of October 2017. After participating in the mobility to Greece and visiting the refugee camp in Veria, 4 students of the secondary school Pinheiro e Rosa decided to write short stories and publish a book. In this small book they wrote about everything they heard, saw, felt and lived. The stories they wrote are based on real facts, where they added some fiction, feelings and convictions. They hope that their stories can transmit all the anguish, despair, unhappiness that someone feels when cruelly is put a part of his or her life, everything that he or she suffers and loses. The book was written in May, but was launched in October, in FNAC, during the Learners' Blended Mobility, in Faro with the presence of the partners of this Erasmus Plus project. Launching of the book Faces of War. Rostas de Guerra, FNAC the 13th of October 2017. Youth 2017 Communication Award. National Awards Ceremony, the 18th of December 2017. Calouste Gulbenkian Foundation in Lisbon, Portugal. Human Rights. Exhibition. Flyers. Human Rights Flyers. Preschool activities. All different. All equal. Puppet theater. Help Syria. No more war. Help Syria. No more war. Give your face for this cause of solidarity. International Day of Happiness. The 20th of March, 2018. What is the International Day of Happiness? It's a day to be happy, of course. Since 2013, the United Nations has celebrated the International Day of Happiness as a way to recognize the importance of happiness in the lives of people around the world. In 2015, the United Nations launched 17 Sustainable Development Goals that seek to end poverty, reduce inequality, and protect our planet. 3 key aspects that lead to well-being and happiness. We are excited to announce that the Smurfs have rallied behind the 17 United Nations Sustainable Development Goals for this year's International Day of Happiness. The United Nations invites each person of any age, plus every classroom, business and government to celebrate the International Day of Happiness.
For the International Day of Happiness, the UN and UNICEF have joined forces with the Smurfs.
Follow me!
Nothing makes a Smurf happier than seeing people help each other and protect our planet.
Wow, 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 wow!
Wow! And the United Nations has a plan to accomplish this, the Sustainable Development Goals. From getting all children into schools, to keeping our land and oceans clean. Whoa! And making sure everyone is healthy and has enough nutritious food to eat.
Whatever you do, don't eat all your rations. I just ate all my rations!
Our world is a big place, but each and every one of us can make a difference. Even a small Smurf can help achieve big goals. What would you do to help? Get ideas at smallsmurfsbiggoals.com. It takes a village, so join the Smurfs to help our world.
We're Team Smurf, and we stick together.
Change is in your hands.
Nailed it!
International Day of Happiness. The 20th of March forever. Be happy. Be bright. Be you. If you want to. Feel good. Do good. Everyone wants happiness. No one wants pain. But you can have a rainbow without a little rain. If you want to be happy, be. Today is the perfect day to be happy. Building a happier world together. It's great to feel happy. But it's even better to bring happiness to others too.
Plano sem saber ser mais alguém. E vais ver, vais sentir, não precisa precisas desistir. Quando a vida te para e diz não, pois eu estou junto a ti, dou-te a força que há em mim. Tu és mais do que um só, somos um. Somos um, somos um, somos um, somos um, somos um, somos um. Posso ser igual a mim, ou terei de desistir de ser assim. Confiar no coração ou no plano que Deus tem para mim. Mesmo os que aqui não estão, de ti esperam